Good morning, and thank you for tuning in. You are tuned into Esoteric Guidance, and my name is Nehru. We are going to continue our journey through What's Your Aura by Mystic Michela. In fact, I found her on Instagram actually yesterday. And again, I've shared another one of her books, Living by the Moon, if you would like to know about your moon sign and when your moon sign is in the current cycle, whenever that happens to be throughout the year. Feel free to visit that playlist and take a listen to whichever sign is applicable for your moon sign. And as always, thank you so much, subscribers, for tuning in. New listeners and returning listeners. I am in a bit of a war mode this morning, and so there's no doubt that that will probably come through the speakers today. So whether if during this or during some other sharing. Also, I was re-listening to the Book of Enoch playlist on the channel, and just know, again, depending on where you are, one, in the timeline of your life, and two, your obedience, your whether or not you are functioning in your highest, truest, purest self or not, justice is coming. Just rest assured, okay? Justice is coming. All right? I had a dream last night, or this morning, about Kevin and Judy, and that's the sperm donor and the woman that I believe birthed me. Every day, I'm being more and more. It's 8:08 and 88 degrees outside. 8:08 and 88 degrees outside. And again, Kamala Harris's face is on the echo screen when I looked up. So 88 is important. 16, that's what that breaks down to. Maybe even 64, right? Because 8 times 8. So 1964, again, for those of you who listen to the channel, you know that's when the equivalent of my Elijah Muhammad, that's Stephen Lee Parker, right, at the Rock of Central Florida. Just like Elijah Muhammad didn't like when Malcolm X exposed his truth about fucking women and having babies all over the place. Steve didn't like the fact that I was bringing truth to him when I told him about the witchcraft workers in his church or religious organization. It's not a church. Not the way High's Divine White Light describes it. So, but I had a dream, and in this dream I was in class or in school, and fairly mature. I definitely looked, it might have been high school. I was definitely not a kid. I was not small, okay? So I'm going from one class to the other. I think I'm walking back and forth between classes. One class is across the hall from the other, okay? And then just down the hall, slightly down the hall from these classrooms, excuse me, confirmation burps. I have not had anything, drank anything or anything today, okay? Just confirmation burps. There's another one. And so I hear my name announced over the PA, okay? And I walk into the class, and everybody, like they typically do, your name was called, or go to the front office, or whatever, whatever everybody says, right? And I heard it. And so I go to the double doors that swing open, and I go to the double doors, and I look out the little side glass window, okay, that a lot of those doors had, the little square window. And I see Kevin and Judy, and they're being signed in or whatever, however, right? That's what it looks like. But they have paddles in their hand, okay? And Kevin's paddle is much larger than Judy's paddle. Kevin's paddle is similar to that, not as long a handle, but is similar to a kayaking paddle, okay? It's that large, okay, but just a shorter handle. And Judy has a paddle as well. So I stand in the hallway as they come through the door, and they're attempting to use these on me, okay? And I easily take these out of their hands. It's like taking candy from a baby. I just reach out and I take these from them, and I start chasing them down the hallway, swinging at them with these paddles that were meant for me. 6 minutes exactly on the timer, okay? And so, also I was 46 years old when I began my dark night of the soul, okay? And so, yeah, right? So let's get going with our What's Your Aura today, okay? So again, whatever the enemy's coming at us with is being turned back to them. Own your quirks. The parts of your energy that are not supposed to supported by society are unique and valuable pieces of you. They are how you make your mark upon the world. Bring new perspectives, create change, and step outside the lines that were drawn for you. Identifying what those traits are and creating language to bolster them is how you own that energy and make it work for you. The purple aura is dissatisfied with a 9-to-5 job, but understands that it is because they are best suited for regular hours, promotes their unique energy as a strength. The red aura, who cannot seem to rebel against authority, understands that they instead enjoy being in leadership roles. Okay. Taking action. So reflect on your out-of-the-box characteristics. So what are my out-of-the-box characteristics? So my cutoff game is out of the box. It's off the chain, okay? So that's my cutoff game, okay? I can drop anybody at any given time as soon as my energy, highest divine white light, my ancestors, angels, they alert me to their karmic ways. I can cut someone off and have no problem doing it. Doesn't matter what their position is in my life. Again, people that I considered my best friends, I have cut off after 32 years of friendship. Okay? Parents, cut them off. Siblings, cut them off. Adult daughters, cut them off. I have no problem decapitating anybody who comes at me, and I ultimately see what their true colors are, pun intended, as we talk about auras. Okay? So that is something that is out of the box, because most people have a very difficult time leaving situations that no longer serve their good. Women stay with men even though they're beating their ass every day, even though they mistreat them, even though they're fucking other women, right? Or in the closet fucking other men. They stay in those relationships because they don't have the balls, they don't have the strength, the solar plexus chakra, they don't have the self-confidence and self-esteem to walk away. Again, me being a self-starter and self-motivated, that has never, I can truly say that. And in fact, my daughter's mother, Alexis's mother, whose name is Melinda, also I realized not just the Linda thing is a connection for me, right? A name that connects with me well, but Melinda also, okay? I've dated 2 Melindas, okay? And so, yeah, all right? One's a Cancer and one's a Sagittarius, in case that resonates with you. Okay. As far as their sun sign is concerned. Okay. So consider how these relate to your auric energy. Create new language around these traits to explain them in different ways. I like cutoff game. I don't think I'm going to change that. My ability to walk away from what no longer serves me about is as soft as that's going to get. Positive ways, both to yourself and others. For example, I am gifted at walking away from others who no longer serve my good. That's not what it says, but it has in parentheses, I am gifted at ... Okay? Or, this is useful because, okay, so this is that particular trait or quality is useful because it has allowed me to not put up with nearly as much shit as most people do. Okay? So despite all that's come at me, whenever I've needed to pull my energy away from someone, I've been able to do that, and that has, without question, has helped protect me. It's 8:16 on the clock. Again, that's 8, and it's also still 88 degrees. Okay? Owning these pieces of yourself instead of shunning and disregarding them or degrading them gives you immense power. Yes, it does. Giving them language that propels them forward benefits not only you, but every life you touch as well. The purple aura can now see that their dissatisfaction with the 9-to-5 job is actually a strength when it comes to working in non-traditional environments. I can't do a 9-to-5 job. That is not me. I have to be free. Okay? I have to be able to come and go as I desire. That's why I have to be an entrepreneur. I can't be subjected to somebody else's when to be here and when not to be. That's just not the way that I was created this lifetime. Okay? I am meant to be, hey, you need to go here, you need to go there, you need to go. It could be to the grocery store, gas station, it could be to wherever. I need to be free to follow these esoteric assignments so that I can be in the places that I need to be. And when you're in a 9-to-5 job, you are restricted heavily in regards to your free time throughout the day. Okay? And again, thank goodness for employees, but that's not where I'm meant to be. And the red aura can make strides to rise up to leadership positions instead of taking a stand against authority. This is something that Steve once said. I heard him say, not once, but more than once, but I've heard him say. And that is, often the people who work in Walmart are the ones who need to be in the pulpit, and the people who are in the pulpit need to be at Walmart. Might be talking about his sorry ass. Okay? So, lots of times, we need prophetic individuals at these companies. We need, but in leadership positions, okay? And a lot of times you are held back because of who you are. Okay? Again, me at the Rock of Central Florida, held back because of who I was. Steve knew who I was. He knows who I am. Okay? Find your happiness. There is one, and so did Kevin and Judy. They know who I am from the beginning, from conception. They knew who I was going to be. Okay? I know that there are things that happened when in my infancy that they will not probably ever tell me, or I will never find out. 14:04 on the clock, on the video timer. There is one thing in life that you may find endlessly satisfying, a moment in your day or something you look forward to that creates a feeling of joy for joy's sake. Yesterday, the gentleman that I'm renting from, again, his name is Aaron and his wife's name is Gail. Those two names might be significant for you. They have a son, but I don't know what his name is. Or Gail has a son. I don't think it's Aaron's son, but Gail has a younger son that doesn't live with them, stay with them on the property, but he lives close enough that he visits them like weekly, or almost weekly. Okay. And so he came to me yesterday. I was getting ready to go out for my walk, and he came to me yesterday. He had a bird on his hand, okay, and he was excited and telling me how birds come to him or what have you when they're injured and all of that. And I told him that's his aura, that's part of his energy. Again, they have like four dogs. All right, the dog that they really kind of let roam the yard and all that sort of thing, his name is Rocky. Okay, and Rocky, or that spirit of Rocky Balboa, that might be significant for your journey. Okay, again, I know that's me, and so I was like, yeah, that's your aura, that's your energy that they're drawn to you and that sort of thing. Okay. And so it's interesting that he showed that to me yesterday on 7/22. Of course, I know that I've known for some time that I've been highly connected to animals and that sort of thing. And while he's telling me this, Rocky is whining for me to pet him. Again, there's three of us. So Gail's son, Aaron, and myself are standing there in the middle of the yard, and Rocky is just he's just whining for me to pet him, right? There are two other people there, and I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to walk away, and he starts whining more for me to pet him, right? As soon as I stop petting him, he starts whining again, right? So, and again, I've always known, or at least for many, many years, I've always known that I've been highly connected to dogs and again, animals in general, but heavily with dogs, okay, and birds, okay. So again, significant that he comes to me and shows me that. This may be something you put on a back burner in your everyday routine because it's not as necessary as your other to-dos, okay? And we're talking about creating the feeling of joy. The yellow aura won't sit down to create their family scrapbook because they have a never-ending list of things they want to accomplish. The pink aura may decide to do something out of a sense of obligation instead of working on their playlist. But finding happiness in life is about finding what your aura energy loves and spending more time in this space. So, 4 things to consider when you're talking about the happiness of your aura and functioning in it. Think about one thing you absolutely love to do. So physically speaking, or as far as activity is concerned, there are a couple of things that I really truly enjoy doing. I really truly enjoy painting, oil painting and acrylic painting specifically. Okay, golf. I really enjoy. I watch something pertaining to golf every single day, even if it's just a swing, motion. Right? How to better your swing motion. Get your right elbow tucked in if you're a right-handed golfer. Right elbow tucked in. Like I watch something pertaining to golf every single day, even if it's highlights from the weekend's events or past events, or also I watch a lot of YouTube golfers. So I watch the Good Golfers, Good channel. I watch Bob Does Sports. They are fanatics. They are animals. Bob Does Sports they're crazy. Joey D or Joey Cold Cuts they call them, and all of that. And Bob and Fat Perez. They're hilarious and wild man. You know, they are wild men. But so I watch those. I watch their highlights and all that sort of thing. Okay, I watch something pertaining to golf and something that's artsy every single day. Okay, whether on Instagram or YouTube, I watch something that's artsy and something dealing with golf every single day. The other thing is meditation and making my higher divine self better in some way every single day, whether that's a new meditation, or some new added spiritual practice, or anything. Something every day spiritually to better myself. Those are the three things that I do every day, okay, that helps me and that I enjoy. Okay? Ask yourself why this activity appeals to you. Okay, so golf appeals to me because golf, unlike basketball, I played basketball throughout high school. I played football in high school, ran track my sophomore year of high school, I think, or sophomore year, one of those years. But golf requires so much more accuracy than a layup does or a jump shot does, okay? And some of you might not agree with that. You might agree it's the same, to me it's not. Because of the motions that are required in order to hit the golf ball properly and accurately, and all the different types of shots and ways you can use the club and your feet and all of those different mechanical things that are working for a golf shot in order to hit it correctly. Even someone such as Tiger Woods, who's missed, I don't know, the last 4 cuts of the tournaments that he's entered, or something like that. The difficulty of and obviously he's dealing with physical things, right? So his smashed leg from the car accident and whatever medications and all that sort of, he's dealing with a lot of physical things, okay? I would encourage Tiger Woods to get in some type of meditative something practice. Speaking of which, I'm going to be sharing something dealing with alchemy and spiritual alchemists, right? Here coming up soon. Also, I'm going to be sharing the 2nd book of Enoch also. The book of Jubilees is good, but after reading the introduction yesterday, or the first chapter, it's not speaking to me as loudly and as well as I thought it would, okay? So consider how your answer aligns with your auric energy. So the artsy part of me definitely enjoys, again, one day I will be classically trained, whether I train myself or be trained by someone else. I will be classically trained on the piano, okay? And that's for no one else's benefit but mine, so that I can have my glass of whatever it is that I want to have and just sit there and just play until my heart is content. Okay? Brainstorm ways to create more of this joyful connection in your life moving forward. So let me grab my drawing book. It doesn't have a lot of there aren't a lot of drawings in it, but let me grab that just so I can share with you all some things. And again, I'm not an artist, right? So even the paintings that I gave away when I gave everything away in Florida, right? I gave them away. I didn't sell them. I didn't attempt to sell them. So labeling myself as an artist, I don't know. That's to me seems like a bit of a stretch. Okay, but let's take a look at some of the things that that I have drawn. Some of these pages have come loose from this book. Okay, so that is an attempt at a rose. That's a flower. That's a much better looking flower. So you see that flower? Okay. Set of woman's legs, very skinny. Big toe. Again, just okay. Butterfly. Tree. Okay. Oh, I see the backing of the book has come off. I see. So, light bulb and Ankh, stars around it. I don't know what that was gonna be or supposed to be. This is a swan. Face that I started but didn't finish with a braid. There was some affirmations that I was writing down. And yeah, something spilled on this. I don't know what that is. Most likely I use sesame oil, that might be what that is, or something. Mountains with trees. Okay. Some meteor hitting the earth, right? Whatever that is. Okay. And that's a stain, although it fits in. Isn't that something? It fits in. It's like a perfect moon. It's a reflective crystal ball of some sort. I didn't get the reflection quite right. It should be more over here, I think. Okay, but that's a sphere. Sunshine. Okay. And I shaded this all in and then erased sections to show the rays is what I did there. Okay. And over the cliff. Right, so. Some place out over the water or at the water, something. This here, that's actually a lion. See that? And this is all pencil drawing. Welcome to the jungle. They got fun and games. Learn to live like a vagabond. Yep, that's the enemy. Any others? Welcome to the jungle. It's gonna bring you down. Okay. Yeah, that says something, doesn't it? Okay, there's another attempt at a rose or a flower of some sort. That's the female low vibration energy, okay? That's the Beliar female energy. That's the Lilith energy. Okay. Okay, and again, some more. It's another drawing there. I'm not sure. Oh, clouds is what that was supposed to be. It's not. A very sad drawing. I don't know who that is. What is this? Pencil draw, pencil, something. This here is a road or street. Okay. With the city underneath, I drew the city, or attempted to draw a city in the middle of the street to kind of show the illusion of a city under the street. Okay. That's what the attempt was. another landscape. I like landscapes, and that way I channel my Bob Ross. I like landscapes. I want to get into painting portraits or portraitures, but I need to work a lot on my skill level, my skill for that. Okay. This is a city of buildings, I guess, or the sun. She's looking at you, okay? Or us. Okay. Is that it? I think that's it. So, yeah, all right. Yeah, so brainstorming ways to create more of this joyful connection in your life moving forward. Okay. While there are a lot of things you need to do in life, including things you don't exactly want to do, creating time for your own happiness is just as crucial. Yes, it is. Finding your happiness is about aligning with your authentic energy and giving yourself permission. Confirmation, giving yourself permission. I give myself permission. Say that. I give myself permission to function in my happiness. I give myself permission to function in my happiness. I give myself permission to function in my happiness. Okay, permission to prioritize yourself and expand upon your already unique signature. Okay, and then we'll take a look at the energy inventory, and then we'll stop it there. So take an energy inventory. It's easy to get lost in the routine and fast pace of daily life and the societal norms, okay? In doing so, you can lose sight of what works for you and what doesn't. The parts of your life that move with flow and ease are more aligned authentically with your aura, whereas the less aligned parts require a lot of energy to deal with. And I always relate this to this analogy. Try to turn the doorknob, and if the door doesn't open, then walk away. Don't sit there trying to knock the door down, open the door. I watch movies, and I tell you, I have a difficult time watching many movies because they are just ridiculously asinine in what they portray. Okay? So the guy that's constantly hounding the woman, constantly asking for her number, the woman who's constantly chasing after the guy because he has the nice car, or she met him in the casino, or what, and she's constantly hounding him. I can't, those situations, they get under my skin, because even though it's a movie, even though they're just portraying those characters in many situations, sometimes they're those documentaries, those I like best, true stories. But that just gets under my skin because the individual chasing after him or her, they don't know their value. Why are you chasing after them? 33:25 on the timer when I look. Why are you chasing after somebody? Again, turn the doorknob. So give them your phone number. If they don't call you, okay. They give you their phone number. If you don't feel a connection, don't call them, or the date didn't work out, or they canceled, or what, let it go. Why are you chasing after that? Why? It's not for your good, okay? Life happens for you, not to you. Why are you chasing after that? Those situations, I yell at the screen. I yell at the screen, or I fast forward past that part of the movie. I can't stand that. Okay? Same thing with movies that have you meet the person in the same day, and then you end up sleeping with them and kissing on them, and that just gets to me. That gets to me. Okay? You know nothing about that person. Just because they winked at you, you're going to put your mouth on their face? Again, all right. So the green aura, who works in customer service and feels exhausted at the end of every day, may prefer working alone. The orange aura, who is supporting a loved one in achieving their dream, may feel lost in going after their own. Life is full of challenges, yet it's easy to make things harder on ourselves by doing things that didn't align with our auras, leading to stress, fatigue, and overall dissatisfaction. So that's the dumbass in the movie that's chasing after the man or woman, continuously trying to get their attention. Do you know how many other fish are in the sea that would gladly spend time with you, who you do not have to chase? Many. There's 7.4 or something billion people on this planet. And now it's a much smaller planet. Confirmation with the ding. The Secret Service director resigns. That's what that says up there. So someone's resigning or someone got fired in our situation, collective. Okay? In our situation. So yeah. Okay? Of those 7, and I was saying the world is much smaller today because of the World Wide Web. The world is much smaller today. So I can connect with someone in Austria, Australia, Japan, Thailand, the Philippines, Germany, where I can connect with someone else and have FaceTime, right? That's where that comes from. I can have FaceTime with them instead of just on the phone through a wire today. You can be that close or that better connected. Okay? Again, pun intended, with internet and connection. Okay? Do not settle or chase. Do not chase. Do not chase. Do not chase. You don't even have to chase your dreams. That's a lie man tells you. Okay? It's life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The pursuit is the allowing. Allow life to happen to you, but you have to be functioning in your higher, purer, truer self in order to get that done. You cannot allow when you're chasing. That's not allowing when you're chasing. Same thing with the runner. The runner isn't allowing when they're running. Okay? There's something about Dinwiddie on the screen. That's interesting because that's my sister's father's last name. Okay, Tiffany's sister, who is karmic as hell. Tiffany, if I've ever met a demon, Tiffany, her name is Tiffany Ann Campbell, she's a demon. If I've ever met one, she's a demon. Okay? She was born in 1980. 1980, there's an 8. She was born April 24th. Okay? 424. Taking action. While going about your normal routine today, be observational about your energy. Ask yourself throughout the day, is this fun? Why do I like or dislike this? What are my motives for doing this? At the end of the day, reflect on what activities aligned with your aura and what activities didn't, based on how you felt energetically when performing each task. When something takes you away from your authentic auric alignment, it takes you away from your connection to yourself. Simply identifying these more difficult spaces in your life, can assist you with making choices that creates more flow, ease, and success. Okay? So again, everyone, thank you so much as always for tuning in. You have been tuned into Esoteric Guidance, and we are, again, just continuing through our journey of What's Your Aura by Mystic Mishala. Okay, she's also the author of Living by the Moon and the Angel Numbers book. Okay, so we are finding out about our energetic signature and how to better recognize not only ours, but also others. Okay, thank you so much as always, and be encouraged.